Okay, guys, we're here with somewhat another interesting Indomitable creativity deck. This time, instead of taking a bunch of turns with Lorehold, we are instead trying to kill our opponents with Valakut the Molten Pinnacle, using Dwarven Mind plus ramp spells to get to Primeval Titan, and Indomitable creativity in a Dwarf away to get Titan. We also have nice plans in the post-board games for Madcap Experiment Platinum Imperion. Creativity can also hit Platinum Imperion, so it's nice there. We have some kind of weird cards in like Boom Bust, Pillage, Boil, some Demigod of Revenge as a sidestepping plan potentially against mono removal decks. And yeah, let's get into it. Stars are so blue. Yeah. I'll keep this hand, I think. Just need to draw like one land. You know, if we don't, we can still transmogrify on turn 4, worst case scenario. Oh, look. We're probably playing Storm or Blue-Red Prowess. Either way, we're probably going to be dead on turn 3. Being dead on turn 3 seems like a bad proposition in Modern. Yeah, looks like Storm. This matchup is probably close to unwinnable for us, but that's Modern for you sometimes. That's good old Modern for you. Yep, and we're dead on turn 3, it looks like. Unfortunate. Yep, just dead on turn 3. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Being on the draw is a bad idea, it seems like. I guess I bring in a Veil Summer and take out probably an Hour Promise. Let's try to not die on turn 3, guys. What you guys doing? They look fun. Probably take out the Indomitable creativities, bring in like demigods and try and demigod them out. I've Scapeshift to my deck. Interesting. You said, I come from a land down under. Oh, the men thunder. Can't you hear the thunder? Better run, you better take cover. Yeah. I'm not burning in a braid. I mean, they could just grape shot it, such as they kill the Platinum Imperium. What's... Land up. He said, from a land down under. Okay, hopefully we get a creativity then. I'm ready to have my guy be repealed. Actually win a game 2, it's the hope. Yeah, I think just doing this is fine. Valakut. Well, they're on only islands, so they're just gonna die. Run, you better take cover. Let's get a Valakut in a mountain and they're dead. I mean, sometimes your opponent does this instead of killing you on turn 3, so... Echoing Truth. Oh yeah. Did not expect to see Echoing Truth here. So I have like 5 more mountains in my deck or something like that. I'd like to cast Cape Shift. Okay. I mean, we also just cast the Prime Time again. They're dead, but you know, same difference, right? Okay. Yeah, just run it back. Get to the Army of Dwarves. Boil? I don't think you want Boil. I don't want no scrubs. I have to keep the sand. Scrubs. No scrubs. We have interaction. I know it's absurd. We have 2 pieces of interaction. What is this card? Modular 1. Okay. If a modular triggered ability would put 1 or more plus on a creature. Any plus 1. That's a kind of cool card. I think I have to do this, and we just die some amount of times here. We're just dead? Yeah. Decided to make them have it. Maybe a mistake. Yeah, I'm dead to gifts now. That's pretty good as well. Yeah. I'm just supposed to leave a bolt. Not quite sure there. I guess they topped on Senior Vision, so I probably should have. Yeah, okay. Now we're just deterministically dead here. Unfortunate. Decided to tap out that turn, got very punished for doing so. Oh no. But this card would be cool to play as like a 1 of and 1 or 2 of in Hardened Scales. Too bad Hardened Scales is just completely unplayable because of no Mox Opal. What job did I get? Good old, we're going back to Mickey D's. If only J Myers. I even got the Mick D's drip. They gave me the drip. They gave me the Mick D's pants and the Mick D's Mick D's shirt. It's like a shitty Mick D's shirt. They said they're gonna give me like another one. I literally told them, because basically it's true, I like haven't put on pants for like since I worked for them. Pigs in uniform. Maybe one day. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. Opponent's on Dredge, I believe. Yeah, I told the story yesterday. I guess I could tell it again. Well, I guess it's actually a bit long. Basically, I'm going back to work for like a year because I need because on last year I made my income, because of how I did taxes, look like I made $140. You manager at least? No, you don't want to be a manager. Manager's much worse. Because you're expected to do a lot more. You are on call at all times. You have to work a minimum 35 hours. And your pay is only like $1.50 more. Opponent said, what a legend. Question mark him. Like 150. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, becoming a manager isn't bad if your goal is to then become a GM and go higher up. If your goal is to stop at manager, you're like an actual clown. You're actually a clown. But I know loads of people that would just stop at manager mainly because they're clowns. That's because a lot of people that work at McDonald's just like they cannot see in the future at all by any means. But most people don't want to try and like look to the future. You gotta do something much more nefarious. Yeah, I think you understand what I mean when I say look to the future. Yeah, let's draw Indomitable Creativity right now. Real, like the power. Should have just done this on my turn, but this works too. Why did you only look like? Oh, I only made it only looked like I made 170 a year because of how my taxes work. I was able to write off because of everything. All of my a bunch of expenses are underneath my name. Like technically, all the rent is paid underneath my name for my house, even though I have 2 roommates. All of the internet is underneath my name, even though I split with my roommates. All the utilities underneath my name, even though I split with my roommates. Because it's all underneath my name and it actually shows up on my bank account that I'm paying all of it, I can kind of, even though I didn't do it, actually I didn't do that. That's a lie. I didn't do the super scummy thing and make it look like that. But, Yeah, so I have all those payments underneath my name. So I'm able to... I didn't take actually all of it underneath taxes, but I did take a good chunk of it underneath taxes. Because I can, since I'm self-employed, and this house, my room is my office, I can also take off that part of rent. So all of my rent I can take as a business expense. Wait, am I put it just like concede? I just like wasn't paying attention like at all. They got 2 into the Norse. I'd rather have those than explorers, I think, actually. So, I have, imagine all your rent being tax write-off, internet, utilities, all that being tax write-off. The computer I bought, tax write-off. Monitors I bought, tax write-off. Let me see, what else? I gotta write off so much stuff. It's insane. But yeah, so it basically looked like I had 146 in, I also got my flight and my Airbnb when I traveled to the Pro Tour, write off. My GP entry, write off. All of it, because it's work. It's like advertising basically for me. I'm going to keep this hand, and I'm going to lose with it, but I'm going to keep it anyways. So yeah, I got to write off all that. But when you write off everything, your net income looks like essentially doesn't exist. I mean, it was like $146 after all my write-offs. And, you know, imagine you're a bank trying to give a loan to someone, and they have 146 net income, even though they may have lots of assets to be able to pay both a down payment and, like, be able to pay for, like, a mortgage and stuff. When the income's nothing, it looks really bad. Even though I am going in with, like, the property that I'm going to buy with, like, my brothers, who I guess, I'm not sure what their incomes are. One of them is, like, not very high, and one of them is in school, but I'm not sure if they're doing other things. So I'm going to try and not tax write off nearly anything, this next year. And then, it's going to be really complicated. I need to, like, go talk to, like, the loan person and see what they're, like, willing to give me based off of, like, a perceived thing. Do I like disgusting big one? Not really. Because of debt to income ratio? Yeah. Something like that. Even though, like, I could technically, with my brothers, pay for, like, a house in cash. I would have to liquidate a lot of assets that I have and then basically have no savings. But I would not like to do that because my other assets still, a lot of them are invested and give me reasonable returns. I lose out investments appreciation, as you said. Well, because I'm not going to buy a house like that. I'm not going to buy a house in cash. I have a down payment in cash that's not invested right now, which is fine. And then I'm going to try and find a property that can be somewhat cash flow positive for my brother's end of the deal, while I get to live in it for free, essentially. I'm very confused why they're doing this. I guess maybe they don't have any rules spelling out, I'm not sure. How much a house? I'm looking for something in, like, the $300,000 to $400,000 range. The thing is also, like, it's just not feasible to buy a house right now. Because of how the market is, so... Like, they know my hand, they know I have the creativity. I'm somewhat confused. Oh, I could hit a Demigod of Revenge. That's actually really bad for me. I just remembered. Well, I brought in Demigod of Revenge. Okay, didn't hit Demigod of Revenge, thank God. Maybe I should have just gotten, like, stomping around there. I'm not quite sure. So that's tough. I just want to go for 100,000. Yeah. So I expect my credit score is, like, really good. So I can get, like, a good loan. I mean, it's not really good. I guess it's, like, 740 right now. Last time I checked, like, 743. It's not bad. I'm not necessarily going to buy a house also in the area that I'm in. I have to block here because if they have bolt, then they're gonna kill me anyways. Okay, they just don't care. But yeah, the market right now is just there's zero reason to buy a house. It's basically like spewing money for no reason. So my plan is to wait a year to 2, like make some money, work McDee's, continue to play Magic, you know, work on YouTube and stuff. The stream that I have, like, I don't actually see it. Like, I'm not quite sure how I see it going moving forward. Like, I see my YouTube doing, like, reasonably well. Like, I really can see, like, the goals that I have for YouTube are continually being met. Streaming, not so much. But I'm going to see if, like, once I actually get the consistent schedule back at a time that I think is good again. But I think my timing kind of got messed up. The time that I had basically doesn't, like, work anymore. So I'm going to be trying to do 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. every single day. Monday through Friday, and then, like, see how the weekends go. So put in, like, 20 hours, basically, during the weekdays, and depending on how I feel on the weekends, work those as well. Put in, like, 30 hours at the McDonald's and stuff. Continue to post daily on YouTube, and work all that into, like, some more savings and looking at income. Try not to write anything off. And then I expect my income to be... Let's see. I guess pre-tax. Like, this is what I assume I'm, like, at the minimum. Let's see. So right now, my wage is 25. Let's see if I times that by 30-ish. Times 4 plus, let's say, 600. Times that by 12. This is, like, somewhere in the $25,000 income range. Which, if I do that as a third of, yes, hand kind of sucks, but I'm going to keep it anyways. As a third of, like, let's say, like, a $2,000 mortgage, when it's, like, supposed to be somewhere, like, below 45% of your income, weekly or monthly, so it's supposed to be, I think that'd be in the range that I'm looking for. Way more sustainable. Yeah, I completely agree. Friends pay part of the money. No, I'm in a situation in which I can. I have gotten very lucky and unlucky. I guess depending on how you see it, I'm lucky to have a very nice inheritance coming in, but I am unlucky in the way that inheritance came to be, which I have not discussed and don't really feel like discussing how it came to be. But the amount of money that I'm getting from my inheritance is very lucky, in a sense. And that's, like, by the end of it, I believe, is going to be, like, $150,000. Just, I mean, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Not going to lie. Lucky to get that amount of money. Really gives me a lot of opportunity that I wouldn't have had before. And that's just, like, I guess technically in all, maybe it's, like, somewhere between $180,000 to $200,000. I mean, I'm fine being open with, like, my money that I have and how much money I'm making, all this stuff. And I'm like, fine talking about it. Because I think people should be much more open with, like, finances and stuff. Yeah, I guess I just like lose the game. Somewhere between 150 to 200,000 with all said and done. The openness, yeah, it's like, I mean, obviously, like, a lot of the things that I'm gonna do is like not really replicatable by like most people because I've like had this inheritance sort of stuff. I also had the ability for a long time or some amount of time while I was in college. Yeah, I'm just dead. I was able to leverage a lot of things and got lucky in a bunch of different aspects of my life to be able to get to do the financial things that I am getting to do. But I think some amount of it is like somewhat replicatable. Back. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Mm-hmm. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, some people would be happy about the money and not so happy about the situation. Because especially my initial situation was not very good for a while. But, you know, I persevered and I'm able to use this money to then greatly affect my life in a positive way. Which is something that, you know, I'm grateful for. I'm grateful to be able to really forward my life in a nice way and really get through a lot of things, and financially wise that kind of pushed me forward in a way. But if I didn't have those things, I think I could have gotten to the same place that I'm at now. I just would have had to work a lot harder and longer and probably not be able to do streaming like I did and have to work a lot harder in life. I was kind of given some leeway on a lot of the things that I've done in life because of some luckiness. Whatever stream is going to be like inheritance sounds like a nice infusion. Can't last forever. Oh yeah, no, I don't plan on using any of, why did I not get a stomping on there? I don't plan on using any of my inheritance, to like, basically pay for anything that I have. Like, to pay for any of my, like, regular expenses and stuff. It's purely just investment stuff. So imagine all that is just going into investments, whether it be a stock portfolio, whether it be rental property to live in, etc., etc. I'm just going to use that to kind of build that, and that's going to be the basis of my that's kind of going to be the basis of how I plan on living my life, I guess. That's just dead, all right? Yes, you're right. I think this attack is fine because of the bolt that I have. The only thing that I can see really punishing me is dart. In that case, I can kind of let my guy die. And then just like Indomitable creativity for a Titan. I'm still in a good spot. I can just bolt here as well. Obviously, they could have mutagenic growth, which kind of demolishes me as well. Like, if they have Dark Plus growth. Yeah, they don't. They conceded. I mean, they'd still be able to kill my Titan. They just dart, flashback, dart. Has 2 points marked in it. You have 3. But then I just double creativity for a Titan and game's over. Jump for me now, everybody. I mean, on the draw, it's going to be a lot harder for me. Because it feels so empty without me. You risk averse considering your potential income. I mean, I don't have to be that risk averse. Thing is, just going to be a mixture of index funds plus rental property. That's my goal. Hopefully spend my time that I would be working that I had working at like a McDonald's type situation or like some whatever day job while also streaming, and work that into managing properties for myself, like 2 or 3 properties, as well as managing my own like portfolio that I've personally managed a portfolio already myself for a long time. And then that'll be like my other work, and then continue to run a stream of some sort. Maybe I don't know how long streaming will go. Maybe I'll just work some like part-time day job type thing as well, instead of streaming in the long term, depending on how it goes, how I feel about it. Oh, this is really annoying. Still incredibly broken. I mean, I'm just gonna start just playing decks that I want to play and not care about the results, basically at all. Grand stuff, and actually it's landlord type revenue stream a lot. I watched a lot of his videos. I think a lot of what he has done is basically non-transferable skill, because he got like very lucky in how he started. But I mean, in the same sense, I'm getting very lucky in how I'm starting, just having like really good cash at the very beginning. They're gonna have like dart, and I'm just gonna like lose the game, but you know, what can I do? Kinda gotta just jam, hope for the best. Told you. Bullshit. It's not a bullet going to my face, I probably would have died too, so kind of forced into doing it, right? They're playable in structured formats. Some word for life. I mean, I plan on being like not like an incredibly abusive, like if I get to a point where I actually get to do landlording per se for a living, I wouldn't be like an incredibly abusive type person. Seems just like a bad way to do things. Hasn't been the way that I've done things yet, not what I plan on doing things in the future. Okay, need to have like a couple outs here. Let's see if I hit them. That is not one of them, unfortunately. I think I'm on 0 outs now. Yeah, just did. I mean, if I didn't do that thing, they would have bolted my face and I would have lost the game, so I needed to draw a Madcap Experiment off the top, I think. I mean, that matchup seems really bad for me, but you know, what are you going to do? Gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fine. That sound seems fine to me. Turn 3. Turn 3 serial kill. We're on the draw. That's some H. We're on the draw against Polluted Delta. Disaster. Disaster. Testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. Do you die? 10 stack right now. I bet you could. Testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. On the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. La, la, la. Can't imagine him ever beating my opponent's deck. La, la, la. God, my phone is super, super hot right now. There's new format. Those are still playable. Huh. Gonna seem wrong. Let me write the song now. It's very time raveler. Oh, let's see. Oh, I see. Let's see if they've got force negation. You got it? You got the force negation, bud? Force negation is unfair. Blue decks got too much this year. Standing at the concession, plotting their oppression. Let it resolve. Let it resolve. It resolved. Poggers. Alright, baby girl, testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. Touch the scale. What's it worth? I had Field of Ruin. I think I'm gonna do this. And if they, yeah, they're just gonna take it. I don't know. If they'll ruin me, then they take another 3. Take it. Sky high. Sky high. Like, I'm just not gonna deal with that fairy at all. Who cares? It's good to be home. It's good to be home. I'm gonna touch the sky. Derek Cantillon, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Probably butchered your name, but you know. Let's play Explorer. Kind of have to counter those. Like just rated Yam Killer. Oh, Yam Killer? That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Love to see it. Yam Killer got me again. Did not happen. No, looks like went to the wrong person. I would like to play this and kill you, opponent. Yam Killer. We got. But thank you for the raid, though, Spike. I gotta go use the bathroom really quickly, and you guys can take a look at this masterpiece. Okay, I'm gonna go pee really quickly. I'll be right back. You guys left or right? Perfect. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Then we got our revenge. In the 4-drop slot. Well, because, we believe in our 5 drops or 4 drops here, That seems reasonable to me. All the meme stocks are going up again. It's pretty funny. On my side, on the side of my computer, I saw everything. Like AMC's up 20%, GME's up like a bunch. I'm ready to get to Fairy Time Raveler again. I'll stop you, John. 0%er. Lots of us came over anyways. Okay, perfect. Everyone came over, There's no way this Hour Promise resolves, but I sure will try. I'm hoping crypto goes down again. I was thinking about buying some crypto. I'd like $1,000. I'd put in for some Ethereum and crypto and Bitcoin buy orders, although they'll probably never get filled. Didn't resolve. Who would have thought that card wouldn't resolve here? It's already down. Yeah, I want it to be down more. I want to buy Bitcoin at 30,000 and Ethereum at 1,500. Well, that's just never gonna happen. You're gonna minus here, I assume. I'm gonna hit him with the extra one. Cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed. I'm ready to hit Demigod of Revenge. Are you guys ready to hit Demigod of Revenge? And if I could, Never hit the demigod of revenge, am I right, boys? Never hit the demigod of revenge. Told I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. And rain up my window, and I can't see it all. Even if I could, it would all be great to put your picture. Are we 1-2 right now? We are 1-2. Makes sense why we're playing as blue-white control. So bad. Yeah, I know. It's wild that I'm playing Valakut without Dread. Well, opponent's probably just going to die to Valakut triggers just slowly again. Let's start with this. Tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. And rain clouds up my window, but I can't see it all. Getting demigoded. Hitting you with the demigod. 5-4 haste fire. Because you creativity and you never hit a demigod, instead you always hit a prime time, so it's always good. Huh. Are they going to colonnade? Oh, maybe I should have just gone for this, because they're probably just going to block the colonnade, right? Yeah, that was bad of me. I forgot that it's a 5-4, not a 5-5. Probably should have just cast my Indomitable Creativity. Then again, we could have just hit another demigod and it does nothing. Only demigod. We draw a demigod, any mountain. Well, they bottom, so that's good for us. Any mountain instantly wins as well. That's technically a mountain. I'll cast this. And if I could, it would all be great to put your picture on my wall. It reminds me that blue-white control is a really bad deck. Your picture's off the wall. Think about it. See, but you think about it. She's gone cold and wondering why I out of bed at all. Let's put a demigod, just me. Who knows? I mean, it's going good for us. I'm not complaining. If I could, it'd all be great to put your picture on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. Not so bad. Yeah, I can keep this in. I can keep this one. This one works. That was really bad for me to play this Valakut. I just realized. Holy moly. I should probably be paying attention a bit more to the game. Well, I guess it may have not mattered. Sag Pep AD. I can understand. I do want you as a fan. Wow, turn 2 Bloodbraid Elf. Okay, this is a really bad matchup for us. I have to imagine. Thanks, bit. It was you. You just golden wondering why I got out of bed at all. Unfortunately, I have to do this, which is going to hurt me in the end. Well, if somehow I get to, like, our promise next turn without anything really bad happening to me, maybe I can do something. Pillage. That is not good for me. Don't pillage me again, please. Okay. This is beatable, given that I draw a land. I need to draw a land. But if I draw a land, it's beatable. That's not the land I was looking for. That's not the land I was looking for. Not quite the one I was looking for. This matchup is, like, unwinnable, I'm pretty sure. Gotcha. Don't worry. Yeah. Even the American dream. Yeah, I don't think I can keep that in. This hand I definitely can't keep. When it falls down, who you gonna call now? All falls down. Wish I would have had that on turn 1. Wish I would have had that one on turn 1. Maybe they don't have Pillage or Blood Moon. Maybe somehow they don't have Pillage or Blood Moon. Maybe in some magical Christmas land we're not getting Pillage or Blood Moon here. Okay, that was to be expected. The thing is, we have 0 ways to remove... I guess, yeah, we have 0 ways to remove a Blood Moon. Get down. I don't think we can win anymore.
Holy shit.
Don't think we can realistically win this game anymore, but maybe. Maybe. Yep, I think we're dead here. Technically, we're not dead. We can draw the Platinum Imperial and stuff, but it's like, for all intents and purposes, we are dead. Well, that deck was kind of fun to play. There are some cool things that it was doing. Were somewhat interesting. So, you know, maybe I'll play this deck again, but a lot of things going against it in the metagame. You know, there's people playing Karnza, which is like unbeatable. Plug and Pillage seem really bad for you. Like Booted Prowess, darts and stuff, stopping you. Transmogrifies and stuff seems pretty bad. And Force Negation pretty good against you as well. So, you know, a little bit of a niche deck. But, you know, if you hit the nuts, you know, it does some really good things. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a like. Subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch and Twitter in the description below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.